Hello, everybody. Welcome to post-Volleyball Lady Lope coverage of Lady Lope Volleyball. We're watching the JV game, and
just ended.
looks like it just
no, it's not.
No.
They must be playing to 25, Russ.
Okay.
So we're going to show it.
Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna follow along right here with you. Abernathy up to serve, and it goes out of bounds. So, point goes to Abernathy. It's going to be 16-12 is your score. We thought it was the first one to 15 and you win by 2, but it looks like they're going to 25.
Yeah.
Post on the attack. And that's a point for the Lady Lopes in black. So far, just to tell you what's been going on, Abernathy took the first set, 25-16, and Post fought back in set 2, 25-22. Once again, reminded, this is the JV. Varsity has yet to take the field to warm up. So as soon as we are done bringing you the JV, we will start the pregame show, and it's going to be a point for Post. Makes the score 16-14 here in set 3. Post on the serve. Abernathy receives the serve. They're on the attack. They look to answer with a volley of their own. Abernathy with the kill attempt, but it is saved by Post, and it's going to be a point for Post. 16-15 here in the final set of the JV matchup. Post on the serve once again. Abernathy receives the serve. They're on the attack. Tip drill is answered by Post. And good dig by Post, but it just goes the other way. It goes out of bounds. Abernathy extends their lead to 2. Abernathy makes a quick substitution. Post receives the serve from Abernathy. Ball goes over the net, is tipped back over the net. Abernathy trying to answer, Post does, but falls short of the net. Actually just lands underneath it. Abernathy adds another point to their total.
Once again, JV volleyball running late because they're in the third set. They play the best of 3.
The Post is bailed out with a serve going into the net from Abernathy. Makes your score 18-16. Post on the serve. It's received by Abernathy's libero, and it goes into the net. Going back to a 1-point game. Go Post on the serve once again. Serve is up, and it lands just inside. Sorry. Yeah, and it's a point for Post. So we're tied at 18. Serve is up. Received by Abernathy. On the attack, Post answers. The volley of their own. Here it comes from Abernathy, and it lands just inside for a point. 19-18 here in set number 3. Serve is up from Abernathy's, received by Post. Played back over the net. Abernathy now on the attack, lands in the net. We're tied once again at 19.
Man, this has been a great match.
Oh, yeah. So now Post on the serve once again. And it lands just over the net. Abernathy with a great dig. Post now just barely gets it over the net. Abernathy trying to go on the attack.
Oh.
A good save, literally by Post. And Abernathy's attack goes into the net. Post retakes the lead, 20-19. We're going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here. Jim, this has been
interesting.
Pretty interesting, to say the least.
People might say, how come we don't show the JV games? Well, we are right now. Wasn't planned, so we had to kill some time, I guess you can say, and might as well show a good match.
Oh, yeah. And we also thought that we were unfamiliar with the rules for JV. We thought they were going to 15 like they did in varsity, with it being the third.
Yeah, that's why we started
final
so
set.
early.
So
that's okay.
It looks like Abernathy Post cuts their timeout just short, and they're ready to resume. Abernathy's going to use, I guess, the full minute. So
I want to point out too, Post only has 7 girls on JV, so these girls they're tired. It looks like Abernathy has probably 12 or 15.
Yeah. All right, Post on the serve, received by Abernathy. Abernathy on the attack with the tip drill. Post digs, answers, and Post is going to add on to their lead with help from Abernathy as their attack goes into the net. 21-19.
We got a real rowdy group in front of us. We'll be careful of it. Oh.
Abernathy keeps it in play, but point goes to Post. It's going to be 22-19. Post on the serve. Received by Abernathy. Abernathy on the attack once again. And it's going to be a kill for Abernathy. It's going to be 22-20. Now Abernathy's going to get to serve. So here we go. Abernathy on the serve. Is received by Post. And that's a kill for Post. 23-20.
That's a sidewinder kill.
Hey, we'll take it. Here we go. Post needs 2. Here we go. Serves up. Received by Abernathy. Abernathy now on the attack. And it lands just outside. 1 point away for Post. Coach Shiloh King over there for Abernathy is going to call a timeout, and we'll just keep it here.
This is our unofficial broadcast. This is our warm-up broadcast. Glad to show the girls in action. You'll be able to see the scoreboard, top, middle. That's the actual scoreboard itself, not a camera shooting it. Which is what we sometimes do. No football this week for the Post Antelopes.
No, they get some much needed rest. There's a chance for them to regroup after suffering their first loss of the season in a heartbreaking fashion to Farwell last week. And plus they get a chance to get everybody back and reset and just make sure that result does not happen again. Because if you're going to put a pin in the BOGO football conversation, if you're going to get to where you want to go, you have to overcome those results with a vengeance. So Post on the attack. No, on the start, Abernathy on the attack. It is dug out by Post. Goes over the net. And it lands just inbounds.
Game, right?
That's ball game.
That's
Post wins. 20. That last set, 25-22. 25-20. And with that, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the start of the Post Sports Radio pregame show. We're watching live and free here on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Post High School Volleyball on PostSportsRadio.com. The season is made possible by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit PostCityTexas.com. KSSL Radio, playing the greatest country music ever recorded. Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main in Post. Now, here's the Lee and Marcia Norman pregame show on the home of the bold goal, PostSportsRadio.com.
Good evening and welcome to game day coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio. It is Tuesday, September 30th, and we are live from the friendly confines of the Antelope Arena as Post gets set to do battle against Abernathy. Hello, Russ Morris here alongside Jim Plummer, and welcome to the Post Sports Radio pregame show. We're streaming live and free on YouTube, and this game will be available shortly after the game for on-demand viewing, so you can enjoy the game as much as you possibly want to. The Lady Lopes are in their 14th season of volleyball and are off to a solid start in district play. However, with this being the fourth district game of the season, Post comes into tonight looking to avenge their losses to Ropes and Plains last week and get back to 500 in district competition. Post currently has a overall record of 15-15 and a district record of 1-2, while Abernathy has a overall record of 5-11 and are looking for their first district win of the season. Post is led by Krista Gray, who is in her first season as head coach for Post. She is assisted by coaches Jillian Garrison and Brandon Murphy. Kat Thompson is the head coach for Abernathy, and she is assisted by coaches Beth Amundson and Shiloh King. Jimmy, you want to lead us in prayer?
I will. Thank you, Russ. Please pray with me. Father God, we come to you in prayer. Just thank you for all that you do for us. We thank you for your grace and mercy in our lives, and we ask, Lord, to show us how to extend that to others in our lives so we can be more like you. Also, Lord, please bless all the participants in the match tonight. May the best team win, and may good sportsmanship glorify your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. When we resume the Post Sports Radio pregame show, we'll bring you the Post ISD report highlighting everything going on here at Post ISD. Once again, this is the Post Sports Radio pregame show live and free on YouTube.
This message is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
In celebration of 100 years of service, the Post Rotary Club is proud to construct a tall, beautiful four-sided traditional clock in the median of East Main Street. It'll be surrounded with landscaping and 4 limestone benches engraved with the names of legacy families and other sponsors like you. If you are interested in supporting this project, or being a part of the Rotary celebration on October 4th, contact Susan at 806-778-5034.
Not every pass leads to a touchdown, but every game can be a win with Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post. With high-quality beef and pork cuts of every variety, plus their sausage and world-famous beef jerky, you might have to play some defense around the dinner table. But this football season can be as delicious as it is entertaining. Located at 121 South Avenue H in Post, call today at 806-495-3245 for Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post.
Trey Payne and his team at Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler are available for all of your legal needs. With offices in Post, Lubbock, Hereford, and Clovis, New Mexico, the team is ready to offer legal solutions in personal injury, family law, criminal law, real estate, and estate planning. Give them a call at 806-368-8712. Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler Law Firm. Call 806-368-8712.
Skip the drive-thru, drive in, and drive back to a simpler time. Our car hops come to your car to take your order at Holly's Drive-In, 615 South Broadway in Post, featuring old-fashioned burgers, fries, shakes, malts, along with Mexican food, sandwiches, salads, and so much more. And best of all, it's served hot and fresh right to your car. Don't drive by, drive in to Holly's Drive-In, 615 South Broadway in Post. Call ahead at 495-2704 for Holly's Drive-In.
Welcome back to the Post Sports Radio pregame show. Russ Morris here alongside Jim Plummer, and we're getting ready to bring you the Post ISD report. Jim?
Yeah, I got a few things, including I want to say congratulations to Reese Huffaker, who Russ, you help me with this. A champion dark OPD at the state fair.
So a OPV is a other purebred.
So congratulations, Ree. She's state champion, man. That's amazing. So what happens next to that animal? Goes on?
Well, depending on what they're depending on if they're going to keep the animal and show it down here in the winter and spring, she can go. It doesn't matter. It's either going to be sold in auction, or she can keep it and use it for a stock show down here. Okay.
Well, once again, it's Reese Huffaker, also one of our cheerleaders, a senior this year, and she's a state championship in showing hogs. Congratulations to her. Now let's talk a little bit about a little bit of sporting activity when it comes to cross country. That season is starting to wrap up, starting with the district meet this weekend, right?
Yes.
Give us a lowdown on what's going on so far.
So this Saturday, October the 6th, is the 2A District 4 cross country meet at May Simmons in Lubbock. Post will be running alongside basically every school that we're going to see in basketball. It's Abernathy, New Home, New Deal, Floydada, Tahoka, Post, and Rawls will all be at May Simmons. Last week they ran at May Simmons, but for just the Lubbock ISD Invitational. Zacoby Pena came in 34th and Carter Petty in 64th. With the two boys running, couldn't find any team standings for the boys, but the girls came in 15th with Sophia De Leon leading the way. She came in 45th. The other runners for the Lady Lopes were Haley Parker, Rachel Arthur, Kendall Bullard, Morelli Castro, and Mercedes Hernandez. So congratulations to everybody that competed in Lubbock last week, and best of luck to you this Saturday.
All right, one thing that's not sport related was pretty interesting on the Post ISD Facebook page. The first graders just finished a unit on the human bones, muscles, and organs as they visited the PCT students and lab. That was yesterday's when that happened. First graders were shown how to properly sanitize their hands, learn about measuring weight, and they were able to hear their heartbeats with a stethoscope. That's hard to say. They also met our lab mannequin. They named him. I'm not sure what they named him. Probably mannequin. And were able to operate his hospital bed. So they're starting to learn a little bit about the medical field right here in Post, Texas at the campus. And I want to point out the instructor for that is Joey Quintana, who is a RN, I do believe. Has been a nurse for a long time. Bounced around a little bit. Thank God he's settled here in Post, and he's got things going for the Post ISD. Joey's also taking up camera work. He's the guy that's shooting for the coaches at the football game.
Oh, yeah.
He said he got suckered into that one. Anyway, what else we got going on? Well, football we talked a little bit about earlier. No game this week. We're getting ready for next week's broadcast, which will be New Deal coming to Post, Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium. And it's going to be a good, coming off a loss, a 1-point loss. Like Russ pointed out, we've got to get things back together and see how we can respond.
Quick announcement, that is our Pink Out night.
Okay.
That's the Pinktober game. So if you plan on being in attendance, wear pink.
That's October 3rd, isn't it?
October 10th.
October 10th.
October 10th.
Oh, this week's the 3rd. You're right.
Yes.
Okay. October 10th, Jimmy Redmond Memorial Stadium, or you can watch it live and free on Facebook.
Well, before that, though, we will be broadcasting the game earlier in the week against Tahoka.
Next Tuesday.
So that'll be the week leading into the Pinktober game. Will be our next official broadcast. Will be Farmageddon on the volleyball court.
And you pointed out earlier off the mic that since cross-country district is happening this weekend on Saturday, the volleyball games, most of it moved to Thursday. So Post is playing who on Thursday?
Post will be playing the Olton Phillies on Thursday, and that game is big. And because I will point that out when we get to the district standings, but you could be playing for playoff positioning this early in the year.
All right, thank you, Russ. There's your report.
Stay tuned here on Post Sports Radio, live and free on YouTube.
In Texas, Fridays are known for one thing: football. High school football just seems to bring people together. That's why McDonald's celebrates that spirit with our $8 Hot and Spicy McChicken Bundle and $10 20-piece Chicken McNuggets Bundle. Both include a basket of fries. So hang out at McDonald's and start a new tradition. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
We play the greatest country music ever recorded. Tune in anytime and anywhere to KSSL 107.3, 94.1, KSSLFM.com, and on our free mobile app. All your favorites are here.
Hi, I'm Alan Jackson.
Hi, this is Mark Chestnut.
Hi, I'm Clint Black.
We've got them all.
Hi, this is Ronnie Millsap.
Hi, this is Patty Loveless.
Hi, everybody, this is Garth Brooks.
Hey, this is George Strait.
I've been listening to this radio station forever.
Proud supporters of high school sports. We are KSSL.
Hey, I want to do something to help Post in Garza County. Have any ideas?
Well, I remember at one of the football games, the endowment group gave away a lot of money to local charity groups.
What's an endowment?
From what I know, it's a permanent pile of money that keeps growing interest. And the endowment group gives away the interest every year.
But I'm not sure that I have enough to give.
Just give what you can. If everyone gave a little, that adds up to a whole lot of money for local nonprofits, which helps us all.
Go to postgarzacountyendowment.org to find out more. postgarzacountyendowment.org. For good, forever.
Whenever those grass fires start, there's no putting them out. We've got 80-mile-an-hour winds there one day. Xcel Energy called around and asked us if it was all right if they turned electricity out, and I was 100% for that.
It's always in the back of our mind that we're doing this for the customer.
It's just in our DNA.
Whenever you get burned out, you're burning out your livelihood. Those old winds, you just never can expect when they're going to happen. We just got to be prepared for it, and I think, man, they work good with us. We just got a good relationship with them.
Welcome back to the Post Sports Radio pregame show, live and free here on YouTube. Russ Morris with the play-by-play tonight alongside our leader, Jim Plummer, who is our be keeping an eye on the camera for us and is our color commentator for us tonight.
Words of advice, be careful who you choose to follow. Just kidding.
All right, so let's take a look at the standings coming into tonight. Plains and Ropes are tied atop of the standings, each with a 3-0 district record. Plains 18-8, Ropes 24-8 on the season. Olton comes into tonight with a 2-1 district record. They are third. They are 11-15 on the year. Post in fourth, 1-2 district record with a 15-15 overall record. Tahoka and Abernathy are tied for fifth. Both are 0-3. Tahoka 8-28, Abernathy 5-11. Now, I've said that this game was big. That this game and Thursday's game for Post were big because of potential playoff positioning. Tahoka is taking on Olton is taking on Plains tonight. If you can get by Abernathy, and if Olton loses to Plains, you will be playing Olton, and you will have, you will be playing Olton for third place. And if you can beat Olton and secure third, you will have the head-to-head advantage over them coming into the next time you play them. So, because after the Olton game, we're going to start the second round of playing everybody the second time through. So it'll actually truly be a round robin. Tahoka takes on, and Tahoka is playing Ropes. That game started at 5:45. So I don't have anything else, but if we can, I think we got maybe a little bit of time. Want to run through the starting lineups, or we want to take one more break?
Let's take another break. Then we'll come back and do let's do starters, or at least the roster.
All right, so we're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineup / the rosters for both teams. You're listening to Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Not every pass leads to a touchdown, but every game can be a win with Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post. With high-quality beef and pork cuts of every variety, plus their sausage and world-famous beef jerky, you might have to play some defense around the dinner table. But this football season can be as delicious as it is entertaining. Located at 121 South Avenue H in Post, call today at 806-495-3245 for Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post.
Welcome back to the Post Sports Radio pregame show here on YouTube as we're coming to you live from the Antelope Arena here in Post as Post is taking on Abernathy for volleyball's version of the Lady Lope Bowl. As Jim, we learned some information from Coach Zepeda, the cross-country coach over in Abernathy.
Yeah, Coach Zepeda texted me and said that Post is hosting the junior high district cross-country meet. That's this Saturday here in Post, of course, and then the varsity competition will be in Lubbock at May Simmons Park. So thank you, Coach Zepeda, for, number one, listening and watching us, and also for the information, because we do make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
And just when people think we know it all, guess what? We don't.
And most importantly, to everybody that's going to be competing on Thursday and or on Saturday this weekend, wherever you're going, safe travels to your destinations.
We made a mistake there, and I knew this. I should have caught it. Coach Zepeda is the new head basketball, girls basketball coach.
That's right.
Sorry, Coach. And are you in the gym somewhere? Raise your hand and wave to us if you're here, or are you at home?
Either way, I should have remembered that because I did an article about that when I was writing an article for the Florida newspaper way back in the summer.
Well, we are looking forward to going back to Abernathy for basketball. That was quite the experience. Nice setup they have there in the gym. We were treated like kings. We don't get that all the time, right? We know that, especially in football. But looking forward to them coming here and us going there.
All right. So let's take a look at the roster, and we'll start things off taking a look at the Abernathy Lady Lopes. Taking the field for Abernathy is going to be junior number 1, Tatum Bailey. Freshman number 2, Briley Byers. Junior number 3, Braylon Knight. Sophomore number 4, Lily Adames. Sophomore number 5, Mallory Gonzalez. Sophomore number 6, Scotland Bickle. Junior number 7, Emma Revilla. Sophomore number 8, Shay Mulcock. Sophomore number 9, Gretchen Shipley. Junior number 10, Alexis Barchiers. Junior number 11, Brianna Shorter. You're going to hear that name a lot tonight and as well during basketball season. She's one of their best players. And sophomore number 12, Daphne Moore. Once again, they are led by head coach Kat Thompson and assisted by Beth Amundsen and Shiloh King.
Real quick, Russ, you can look at this. Coach Zepeda sent us a picture. He is watching the game from home on his big screen TV. We appreciate that very much. All right. So we're going to do they're going to introduce everybody or just the starters?
I think they might introduce everybody. I know that's what Coach Jeffrey did last week, but as we all know, things change week to week.
We will wait for the PA announcer to introduce the Lady Lopes from Post. We'll have to call them Post and Abernathy tonight. Both Lady Lopes. And we get to play them in football in, I guess, 5 weeks?
In 5 weeks' time, yes.
No, it'll be 6 weeks. Right. The last game of the regular season.
Yep. Senior night. Halloween. Which, by the way, that's also the day that snapshots are released for realignment. So we are already in realignment season, Jim, and we're
Russ
not even
all excited.
Yeah, and we're not even Thanksgiving is not even here yet. By the way, just over 50 days to Thanksgiving. Plan accordingly.
First, let's meet the Lady Lopes from Abernathy. Number 1, Tatum Bailey. Number 2, Briley Byers. Number 3, Braylon Knight. Number 4, Lily Adames. Number 5, Mallory Gonzalez. Number 6, Scotland Bickle. Number 7, Emma Revilla. Number 8, Shay Wilcock. Number 9, Gretchen Shipley. Number 10, Henry Sterner. Number 11, Bree Shorter. And number 12, Daphne Moore. Abernathy is coached by Kat Thompson, who's assisted by Shiloh King. And now, on your feet for your post-football Lady Lopes. Number 3, Sophie Scott. Number 7, Sana Sanchez. Number 8, Carly Jo McClellan. Number 9,
Two teams meet at the middle of the court, shake each other's hands.
So low fives, Russ.
Yeah,
High five and low five.
Low fives. Maybe a handshake in there, maybe. Officials getting ready to get this game underway, and we did learn that we believe that number 9 is actually Henley Sterner.
Sterner. Okay.
Believe. So, we take a look. The court gym, Post wins tonight. Why? Or how?
Your prediction is that Post is going to win?
The Lady Post can win tonight. How?
How can they win?
Yes.
Well, by scoring more than the other team. I was always taught that. I'm going to pull your backpack up here.
Well,
they got to just be consistent. Be consistent and concentrate and do the best they can. And again, score more points.
Don't beat yourself. We saw that during the JV game. The JV had a major lead in set number 2. And mental mistakes and then you beating yourself is why you almost lost it. Anyway, Hannah Abraham on the serve for Post. Received by Abernathy. Abernathy on the attack. Abraham. Hernandez. Back to Abraham, and it's out of bounds. Abernathy on the board first. Make sure Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score. 1-0 in favor of Abernathy. Bailey on the serve for Abernathy. Her serve is received by Mullins. Abraham, Garza, Bailey. Little tip drill by Byers. Abraham to Hernandez. It's almost a kill, but good dig. Shorter, she gets a kill. Abernathy already out to a 2-0 lead. So here we go. It's going to be Bailey on the serve again for Abernathy. Her serve is up and away. Abraham. It's all Sophie with a good way to get it back over the net. Shorter. Her kill goes out of bounds. Post on the board. So now serving is going to be Riley Hernandez. Her serve is up and away. It's received by Abernathy. Byers, Shorter gets over the net. Abraham to Serenity. That's a kill.
Who's that, Serenity?
That was Serenity. Speaking of, she will also be doing the serve. No, it's going to be Riley once again.
Ties the score at 2.
Riley on the serve. Received by Abernathy. Bailey. Shorter. Back to Riley. Hannah, or Carmen. It was a good dig by Abernathy. Good save. Shorter on the attack. Is played on with Mullins and Sophie. Carmen Mullins and Sophie Scott were unable to get it over the net. They're laughing about it. They were tripping over each other trying to get it up there. Abernathy retakes the lead. 3-2.
Carmen hurt her hand a little bit, but she's laughing about it.
It was a good play by Amberly to keep it in play. Now she gets it over the net. Shorter sets it up, but miscommunication by Abernathy. The ball lands in no man's land. Post back on the board. Quick substitution. Out is Amberly Garza. In comes Harley Joe. And she will serve.
That is Miss McClellan to you. McClellan, rather.
Her serve is received by Abernathy. Shorter with the kill attempt is taken back by Hannah. Here we go again. That is Bickle that got it over the net for Abernathy. Serenity on the attack, too hard, out of bounds. So here we go now. I believe it's going to be Brianna Shorter. On the serve now for Abernathy. She goes through her routine. Serves up. Saved by Hannah. Serenity with the tip. Abernathy now on the attack. Bickle. Good dig. Almost an awesome save by Mullins, but just ran too far out of bounds. Abernathy's lead is now a Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score of 5-3.
I believe Bickle just came in the game, and that's her first kill.
We go shorter. Hannah. Serenity keeps it in play. Harley Joe gets it over the net. Bailey with a tip. Hannah with a good volley over the net. She gets a kill as well.
That was funny, Russ. Now, she's our softball pitcher as well. It looked like a knuckleball over the net.
Oh, yeah. So here we go now. Sophie Scott on the serve for post. The serve is going to be, it's going to be an ace for Sophie. Abernathy couldn't do anything with it.
First ace of the match.
So here we go. She's on the serve once again. And Abernathy keeps it alive. Moore got it over the net. Hannah to Serenity. It's a good block by Moore. She's going to get the kill. So now Briley Byers, the freshman on the serve. Good play by Harley Joe. Sanaya keeps it in play. Shorter with a dig. Byers, Moore, out of bounds, point post. Now, quick substitution in is Azare Landa. Out is Riley Hernandez. Carmen Mullins on the serve. Serve is received. Abernathy. Bailey with a tip. Post with a good tip of their own. Good job by Landa. Moore. Mullins. Abraham. The Serenity on the attack. Kept alive by Abernathy. Bailey. Moore. Good tip drill by Azare. Point, however, goes to Abernathy.
Yeah, Azare touched the net. Nice return otherwise.
It was a great effort on her part, though. She had the brilliant idea. She probably would have got a point kill out of that, too. Lily Adamez, the libero for Abernathy on the serve. Taken by Sanaya. Barely kept in play. That's a kill for Sanaya. Ties the game at 7. Ties the set at 7, I should say. So now on the serve is going to be Serenity.
Amberly Garza back on the floor.
Serenity serve. It's received by Abernathy. Sterner on the kill. In is number 7 now, Emma Revilla.
Unofficial stats show Abernathy with 3 kills in this first set.
And the serve from Revilla goes out of bounds. Hannah Abraham now on the serve for post. Serves up. So here we go. Abernathy played by Shorter on the attack. Mullins to Landa with a tip. Good dig. That was Byers that kept it alive. And Landa's going to hit it one too many times. Trying to keep it in play. Abernathy retakes the lead. So far, it's been a pretty good set. Nobody's been able to pull away. Bailey on the serve again. Taken by Serenity. Hannah. Amberly. Good play by Abernathy. Shorter on the attack. That's a kill.
That's a real kill there.
Yep.
Her second.
Remember, this is Abernathy's 3rd year as a volleyball program. Last year was their first year to compete at the district level.
Shown great improvement over 3 years.
They have. They've improved quickly. Bailey on the serve. It goes out of bounds. As Serenity knows she got lucky on that one not to touch it. So out now is Azrae Landa, in is Riley Hernandez. Here we go. On the serve, that was Hernandez on the serve. Abernathy on the attack, lands out of bounds. Point goes to post. Hannah with great eyes on that one to not touch it.
Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score now, tied at 10.
So Riley on the serve once again. And it's in. That's an ace. Post with the lead.
That was Miss Hernandez, huh?
Yes.
Good serve. Second ace for Post in his first set.
Serves up from Hernandez. Bailey. I believe that was to Bickle. Now Abraham. Mullins. That's a good block. That's going to Sterner. We're tied once again at 11. As Sterner will serve. Cerny for the dig. And really gets it back over the net. Shorter on the attack. Hannah. Amberly back to Hannah. And that ball is going to go out of bounds. Post is going to take the lead. A little mishandling of the ball in the air by Abernathy. As now Harley Joe's going to recheck. I thought she was going to recheck in. Not yet. So Amberly Garza now on the serve. Jump serve is up. And that's an ace.
Post with 3 aces in the first set.
So here we go, Amberly on the serve once again. Jump serve again. Received by Abernathy. As nobody could get to it, that's going to be another ace. So here we go. Your Judge Lee and Marstorman score. Post 14, Abernathy 11. Garza on the serve again. Bailey, shorter. Good play by Post to keep it alive. Mullins gets it back over the net. Now Abernathy trying to regroup. Set back up to Shorter on the attack. That's going to be a kill by Shorter. As the ball was tipped right to Sophie, but she wasn't expecting it, and it bounced off her hands.
The junior Brianna Shorter with 3 kills in the first set.
I think that 14-11 might have been the biggest lead by anybody tonight so far. Shorter on the serve. That's out of bounds. So here we go. Sophie on the serve. Serves up. Little knuckleball of a serve of her own. Bickle. And it's going to be a point for Abernathy. So now Byers is going to be on the serve. Serves up. Good dig attempt by Riley Hernandez, but it just went too far out of bounds. Now it's a 1-point set here again. Post still leads with your Judge Lee and Marstorman score of 15-14. Byers. Service received by Harley Joe. Serenity just barely gets it over the net. Byers to Bickle. Good play by Hernandez. Tipped by Mullins, but is kept alive by Shorter. Bickle again. Now Harley Joe digs it out. Sanaya over the net. Moore. Bailey back to Moore on the attack. Harley Joe with a dig. Hannah with a tip drill. Moore's tip goes into the net. Post gets another point. So here we go. Riley Hernandez out. Azrae Landa in. Jim, it looks like Abernathy does have maybe an inch of a height advantage, but not as significant as what Ropes had our last broadcast.
Sure, yeah. Ropes was pretty tall.
So we go Moore to Bailey. Tip drill saved by Harley Joe. Landa and Hannah get it over the net, but it goes out of bounds. So now out is Moore, in is Sterner, and Adamez will be serving for Abernathy. Serve is up, received by Sanaya. Hannah, Harley Joe gets it over the net. Here we go Bailey with the tip drill. Harley Joe with a tip of her own. Abraham gets it back over the net. Here we go. Bickle, attack, out of bounds. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman scores 17-15 as now this first set is starting to pace right along. Harley Joe exits the game in. Again, it's Amberly Garza. Serenity Sanchez on the serve, and it's just out of bounds. So here we go. Bickle checks out. Emma Revilla checks in. Again, it is construction night here at the arena as Revilla's serve is out of bounds. As I believe the theme is, this post is going to try to dig their way to a victory.
Construction theme?
Puns definitely intended on that one.
The football team is stacking bricks. The girls are constructing as well.
So here we go. Abraham on the serve. See by Revilla. Moore, shorter. We go post, keeps it alive. Landa gets it over the net. Moore with a tip drill. Good block by Sophie. Get it back over the net. Moore, a Sterner, and that's a kill for Sterner. It's now 18-17.
Second kill for Sterner.
As I believe she will also serve. No, sorry, that is Tatum Bailey going to serve. Here we go. Good dig by Hannah. As she gets it over the net. Bailey, Adamez, Sterner, Serenity, to Hannah. Good play to Amberly. Good block, though, by Sterner. Good play, but it's going to be a point for Abernathy.
Sterner is tough at the net.
Tie set once again. 18-18 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score here in set number one. Here we go. Bailey on the serve. And I mean inches in bounds. It landed right at the curve of the three-point line.
Definitely an ace.
So here we go. Abernathy retakes the lead. This is about as back and forth as you could possibly expect. Bailey on the serve. Hannah with a good dig to get it over the net. Bailey back to Hannah. Back to Riley. Hannah again. There's Adamez. Bailey shorter on the attack. Oh, good diving attempt by Mullins, but it just went too short. It just took that little high-yard angle off of her wrist as we're going to take a timeout. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 20-18 here in set number one. You're listening to Post Sports Radio's volleyball coverage here live and free on YouTube.
Not every pass leads to a touchdown, but every game can be a win with Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post. With high-quality beef and pork cuts of every variety, plus their sausage and world-famous beef jerky, you might have to play some defense around the dinner table. But this football season can be as delicious as it is entertaining. Located at 121 South Avenue H in Post, call today at 806-495-3245 for Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's game day coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. As your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 20-18 in favor of Abernathy here in set number one. We're live and free on YouTube. Bailey on the serve is too far out of bounds. Point goes to Post. That's how this, if you are just tuning in, this is exactly how this set has gone. It's been back and forth, back and forth. Post gets a point, Abernathy gets a point. Here we go. Little tip. Riley Hernandez is going to get an ace. And we're tied once again.
It's Riley's second. Still in the first set.
So here we go. On the serve. Serves up. Received by Abernathy. Bailey. That was Sterner, yes, and she gets a kill. This has the potential to be the longest first set, I believe, in volleyball history of the way this is going. Just remember, it's 25, but you got to win by 2.
Got to win by 2, that's right.
Sterner on the serve. Serenity. Hannah with a tip to keep it in play. Bailey. And that goes, just landed in the corner.
My goodness.
I mean, just landed in the corner. Like, there wasn't enough yellow wood in between the cream of the border. Here goes Sterner on the serve. And that one is played by Sanaya. Amberly with a kill. All right, it's 22-21. Is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. Still in favor of Abernathy, though. But Amberly Garza will serve. Amberly. Serve is up and received. Okay, Bailey, the shorter on the little tip drill. That's a point for, it's going to be a point.
It's shorter.
No, they gave that a point to post.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
Did she step over the line?
I believe so, on her tip drill. So that ties the game at 22 apiece. Amberly on the serve. Shorter receives it. Bailey to Moore on the attack. There's Amberly, Hannah, Serenity. Oh, right idea. Too much of it, though. Goes too far out of bounds through the back of the backcourt. Brianna Shorter will serve. Serves up. Harley Joe. Hannah. The Carmen. And it just, like it curved the other way at the last second. Goes into the net. 24-22 is your score. Coach Gray is going to take a timeout. We're going to take one with her. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score here is at set point in set number 1 is 24-22 in favor of Abernathy. You're watching and hopefully listening live and free to Post Sports Radio on YouTube.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's game day coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. You are watching live and free on YouTube. Abernathy up 24-22 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. Brianna Shorter on the serve for Abernathy. Received by Harley Joe. Hannah. Mullins gets it over the net. Adames keeps it in play. Bailey. Bickle. Good tip drill. Good play by Sophie to keep it alive. Bailey, good play by Abernathy. Now post on the return. Serenity with a tip, and that's a point. That's a kill for Serenity. No, they keep it alive. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Bickle, tip drill. Hannah keeps it in live. Good play. Yay! The diving attempt by Sanaya, and that's how the first set comes to an end. Abernathy takes it with a Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score 25-22. As we thought Post had a point, Judge says otherwise. As we flip sides, we start the second set here shortly. Once again, you're listening to Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
The Post Area Chamber of Commerce is 80 members strong and offers a wide variety of ways for members to be involved. From quarterly after-hours networking events to workshops and training, there is ample opportunity to learn, grow, and partner with other members. The Chamber is thrilled to have the opportunity to highlight members in local advertisements, show support of the local, state, and federal levels, and equip members with unique and specialized workshops and training. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce is a vital part of our community and sincerely hopes you will be a member. Details at postcitytexas.com.
Post Lady Lope Volleyball is powered by the McClellan family. Michael, Sam, and Jacob love and support Lady Lope Volleyball. The Post Athletic Booster Club, supporting the Bowl Gold tradition. The Post Independent School District, home of the Bowl Gold. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Post Sports Radio appreciates these sponsors for making this Bowl Gold broadcast a reality.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball here at the Antelope Arena as we get set to start set number 2. Here as Post welcomes the Abernathy Lady Lopes. Abernathy took the first set 25-22, and we want to apologize to all the Abernathy faithful watching as we've been getting our numbers wrong. Number 9 is actually Gretchen Shipley. She's been doing a lot of the damage out there. Number 10 is Henley Sterner, and number 12 is Daphne Moore. Bailey on the serve for Abernathy. Serenity, Hannah with an attempt to keep it in play. Ball goes too far out of bounds. Abernathy on the board first.
So Shipley, doing most of the damage with 3 kills in the first set and 2 blocks.
All right, so here we go. Bailey on the serve again. Amberly, back to Hannah. Number 1, Shorter on the serve. On the attack. Sophie to Riley. Revia to Bailey to Shipley. Good volley. Here comes Amberly. Well, Abernathy now going to return a volley of their own. And here comes Sanaya. Hannah. Serenity on the attack. That's a kill. Tie game at 1-1.
For Serenity?
Yes, that was.
Second kill of the night. Just want to point out, too, about when it comes to rosters, coaches should keep the rosters up to date on those internet services. It helps us out as well.
Here we go. Shorter. Good block by Sophie. She gets a kill on that as well. So there's a lot of stuff that was inconsistent. My rosters were put together based on what I saw for Huddle and Max Preps. Anyway, Hannah. Serve is too far out of bounds.
Well, too, also communicating with the press like us. We didn't get any this time, so we hope for basketball we will.
Gretchen Shipley on the serve. Is dug out by Hannah. Sanai gets it back over the net. Revia. Moore. Now to Sanaya. To Hannah. Amberly on the attack. Shipley with the play. Shorter on the attack again. Hannah on an attack. Saved by Bailey. Daphne Moore gets it over the net. Sanaya keeps it alive. Hannah now gets it back over the net. Revia does the same. Daphne Moore with a kill.
It's going to be her first kill tonight.
As Abernathy retakes the lead. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 3-2 in favor of Abernathy. Gretchen Shipley on the serve is dug by Hannah. Amberly with a tip drill to go on the attack. Bailey to Byers. Hannah Abraham sets it up. Amberly on the attack, goes into the net. Another point goes to Abernathy. It is now 4-2 is your score here in set number 2. Shipley, the serve, it is dug by Serenity. Revilla, Bailey, now to Daphne Moore. Good dig by Riley Hernandez, and that is tipped off a post and is going to go out of bounds. Man. So here we go, Gretchen Shipley with another serve. Serves up, and it goes into the net. So Post can finally try to answer with some serves of their own. Serves up. Received by Adames. Shorter on the attack now. It's a point to Post. It lands on the line out of bounds.
Pretty close, huh?
Yeah. So here we go. Serenity with another serve. Received by Abernathy. Daphne Moore on the attack. Too far out of bounds. Riley Hernandez now on the serve. Serves up, and her serve goes out of bounds. Quick substitution. In is Scotland Bickwell, and out is Emma Revilla for Abernathy. Brianna Shorter will be doing some serving now for Abernathy. Serves up, dug by Serenity, played by Riley. Hannah gets it over the net. Bailey, here comes Bickle on the attack. As it just went off the wrist of Riley Hernandez. She's going to come out in. Is going to be Sanaya Sanchez, our libero for tonight.
So it's a third kill for Bickle.
So here we go. Shorter on the serve, and it's into the net. Makes your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score 7-6 now. Still in favor of Abernathy. Out is Amberly Garza, and returning to the court is Harley Jo McClellan.
As we say in every broadcast against Abernathy, the Lady Lopes are going to win tonight.
Serve from Harley Jo is up, and it is dug by Gonzalez. As that one's going to go into the net. We're tied once again. Post just needs to continue getting points off of these serves. Harley Jo with a serve is up. Gonzalez to Bailey, to Byers, and that's just inbounds. Hannah couldn't get there in time. Abernathy retakes the lead. It's going to be Byers on the serve now for Abernathy. Serves up, dug by Hannah. Harley Jo with a nice play. Serenity at the last minute is able to get it up over the net. Go Byers. Daphne Moore with the tip drill. Mullins, Hannah with a play. Moore, Bailey gets it over the net. Harley Jo, Hannah. There's Bickle that keeps it in play, but nobody from Post is able to communicate and get there in time. Abernathy extends their lead to 2. So here we go. Byers on the serve once again. Abraham receives the serve. Serenity down to Mullins. She gets it over the net. Byers. Bickle on the attack. Good tip by Sophie. Harley Jo keeps it alive. Hannah now to Serenity. That's a kill for Serenity. It's a 1-point game. Still a little bit of ways to go to 25, but it's 9-8 now. As Judge Lee and Marshall score still in favor of Abernathy. Sophie now going to serve. Serves up. Good diving dig to keep it alive by Abernathy. Bickle keeps it in play, and it's saved by Mullins. Harley Joe keeps it alive over the net. So we go Daphne Moore on the attack. But Sophie couldn't get there in time. She tried to reach down and try to dig it out that way. I bet if she dove, she would have got it. Judge Lee and Marshall scores 10-8 now.
Use her left hand. Probably her right is her best.
Adamez on the serve for Abernathy. Received by Sanaya. Serenity now on the attack. That's a point. As the dig from Gonzalez goes out of bounds.
That's Serenity's 4th kill on the night, the 3rd in the second set.
So we go Carmen Mullins now on the serve as Riley Hernandez re-enters the game. Mullins is up and away. Gonzalez, Byers, Shipley. And here comes Abraham. Now Serenity. And that's a point. It goes off the hands of Gonzalez.
Another kill by Serenity.
All right. Carmen's going to continue to serve.
In the first set, Serenity was knocking them too far out of bounds. Now she's on target now with 4 kills here in the second set.
Here we go. Mullins serves up. Bickle, Byers, kept alive. Serenity with a nice little tip drill. She tried to keep it alive, but she touched it underhand. One too many times. As now she's trying to get an explanation from the referee. Nice to see that the officials will still do that they will explain and say, hey, this is what, if you did it this way, that's why I called it.
Yeah.
Nice to see that.
You
so,
betcha.
Emma Revilla on the serve for Abernathy. Scott receives it. Harley Joe. Hannah tips it over the net. Byers, Shipley, Harley Joe, Hannah, Serenity now on the attack. That's a kill. Tie game again.
5 kills for the young lady, 6 overall in this match.
Now Amberly re-enters the game for Harley Joe. Sanaya re-enters the game for Carmen. As Serenity will serve. Jump serve by Serenity is not, was handled by Abernathy. Hannah now to Amberly. Played too far out of bounds by Abernathy. Post retakes the lead.
Amberly's 2nd kill of the night, first one in the second set.
Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score is 12-11. Here we go. Sanaya on the serve. Taken by Bailey. Brianna Shorter on the attack. Bounces under the net.
She kind of got ahead of that ball.
It's Coach Thompson for Abernathy is going to take a timeout. We'll take one with her. Your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score is in favor of Post as they lead set number 2, 13-11 in volleyball's version of the Antelope Bowl. You're watching Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
Trey Payne and his team at Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler are available for all of your legal needs. With offices in Post, Lubbock, Hereford, and Clovis, New Mexico, the team is ready to offer legal solutions in personal injury, family law, criminal law, real estate, and estate planning. Give them a call at 806-368-8712. Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler Law Firm. Call 806-368-8712.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. Rosa Morris here with play-by-play alongside Jim Plummer, our leader, doing the color commentary. As Post leads set number 2 with a Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score of 13-11.
So if somebody asked you, take me to your leader, would you bring him to me?
Whoever, depends on what leader they want.
And what they're doing. Maybe the newspaper will be different, right?
Depends on what leader they want and who's asking. All right, Serenity Sanchez now on the serve once again for the Lady Lopes. A post. Jump serve. Received by Abernathy. Bailey now on the play. Adamez gets it over the net. Hannah and Riley Hernandez with the attack. Dug by Byers. Shipley gets it over the net. Abraham. Now to Amberly. Dug out by Adamez. Shorter now is on the attack with a tip. Is almost. It was a nice dig by Serenity, but it just wasn't dug up enough for Hannah to make a play and keep it up in the air.
Yeah, good attempt.
Tatum Bailey now on the serve for Abernathy. As it is going to go out of bounds into the stands. As the return, I believe that was Luca that returned it back, and it hit the head of Ezra Landa.
Let's see, that's Tatum Bailey's first ace.
Tie game at 13. Bailey on the serve again. Good dig. I believe Carmen back there. Yes, it was. And got her out of position. That's another point for Abernathy as they retake the lead. Here in set number 2.
Who got that kill? Number 9?
I believe so. I believe that was
Gretchen
Shipley. Bailey on the serve again. Good dig by Mullins. Serenity on the attack. That's a point just inside Coffin corner. We'll take it. It's volleyball's version of the corner punt.
That's right. You can tell we do football as well, right?
I'm just going to bring up Hannah Abraham now on the serve. For the Lady Lopes in black. Serves up. Played very at the last minute. Shorter now is on the attack. Hannah with a tip. Shipley out of bounds. Post retakes the lead. On this last day of September, Post leads set 2. Hannah serve is up and away. Bailey. Shipley. Miscommunication between Hannah and Carmen for who was going to get to that spot. Tie game.
So it's going to be Gretchen Shipley's second kill of the second and 5 overall.
Go 15-15. Judge Lee and Marshall Norman scores. Shipley now on the serve. Is up. Good play by Sanaya Serenity. Tips it back. Hannah gets it over the net. Now Bailey. Here comes Shorter on the attack. Good dig by Sanaya. Serenity with a play. Bailey. It was number 10. That was Sterner. Trying to keep it alive, but it was a block. Did not see. No, I think it actually went into the net.
Yeah, she hit it into the net.
Post retakes the lead, 16-15. Riley Hernandez with an ace. Gets some help from the white of the net. It went over. It doesn't matter how you get it over. You just got to get it over.
And that's Raleigh's third ace of the night.
So here we go. Make sure everybody's substitutions are in order. As Carmen checks out checks in. Sanaya checks out. Abernathy's going to huddle. As the officials making sure everybody's ducks are in a row. Riley Hernandez going to keep serving. Serves up. Played by Shorter. Bailey. Now to Daphne Moore on the attack. Out of bounds. Another point to Post.
The Abernathy leads 1-0. Got a best of 5 here in varsity volleyball.
Hernandez with an ace. Just catches the back part of the court.
Okay, now she's got 4 on the night.
This is the second largest lead of the largest lead of the night, and it's going to go out of bounds. So now Abernathy's bench comes to life. As Bickle checks back in for Revilla. Brianna Shorter is going to stand back there doing some serving now. Serves up into the net. So here we go. This is going to be Amberly Garza now on the serve. Jump serve is up as it is played. Sophie with the kill. Take it any way you can get it. Now this is, I believe, the largest lead of the night by either team. 21-16 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score, now in favor of Post.
That's Sophie Scott's first kill.
Serves up. That was Gonzalez. Adames on the attack, out of bounds. Another point to Post. Serves up, out of bounds. Point back to Abernathy. Quick substitution. Byers checks in for Sterner. And Byers will serve. Her serve is dug by Sanaya. Played by Riley. Hannah gets it back over the net. Sorry, not Hannah. That was Carmen that got it back over the net. Sophie with a tick drill. That's a kill for Sophie. All right. We're almost in set territory, but Coach Thompson for Abernathy is going to take a timeout. We'll take one with her. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 23-17 in favor of Post. You are watching Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
Winco 2 is your compressed gas and cryo powerhouse. We strive to provide excellent cryogenic and gas storage products, service, and support to any and all industries ranging from chemical to agriculture and beyond. Built upon trust and integrity, Winco 2 is here to serve. Satisfaction guaranteed. Visit us online at winco2.com. That's winco, the number 2.com, or give us a call 806-629-4458.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball here at the Antelope Arenas. We get set to resume set number 2 as we are in set point territory. The Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 23-17 in favor of Post. Sophie Scott with the kill on the last play. She will now serve for Post. Serves up. Played by Abernathy. Tatum Bailey on the attack. Miscommunication. Gives Abernathy another point. So we go Lily Adames now. Her serve is up. Played by Riley Hernandez. Hannah now to Serenity on the attack. Good dig by Adames. Hannah, here comes Mullins on the attack. The libero for Abernathy going wild. Bickle on the attack. It's saved by Riley. Hannah with a tip. That's a kill for Hannah. 24-18 now. We are officially in set point territory. 24-18. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score in favor of Post. Post looking to even the score and take set number 2 as I knock on wood. Mullins played. That's an ace, and that will close set number 2. Post takes it 25-18. So far in this match, we are tied at 1-1, one set apiece. We'll take a break and come back with the start of set number 3 here on Post Sports Radio, live and free on YouTube.
We play the greatest country music ever recorded. Tune in anytime and anywhere to KSSL 107.3, 94.1, KSSLFM.com, and on our free mobile app. All your favorites are here.
Hi, I'm Alan Jackson.
Hi, this is Mark Chestnut.
Hi, I'm Clint Black.
We've got them all.
Hi, this is Ronnie Millsap.
Hi, this is Patty Loveless.
Hi, everybody, this is Garth Brooks.
Hey, this is George Strait.
I've been listening to this radio station forever.
Proud supporters of high school sports. We are KSSL.
Take a break and let Post Family Cleaners take care of the laundry. Family Cleaners is Post hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main Street in Post. Whether it's dry cleaning, wash and starching, laundry service, or alterations, Post Family Cleaners has you covered. Let Post Family Cleaners make your life a bit easier. Go by 111 West Main Street or call 806-495-0777 to get details. That's 806-495-0777. Post Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
Sophisticut Salon of Post is your hometown full-service hair and nail salon. Sam McClellan and Dana Babb offer full-service hair and wax services, while Tamara Reed offers full-service nails and pedicures. To set up an appointment, contact the professional of your choice. Sam at 806-781-9491, Dana at 806-495-2505, or Tamara at 806-620-4560. The Sophisticut Salon at 105 North Avenue I in Post. Sophisticut Salon, your hometown full-service hair and nail salon, proud fans of Lady Lope Volleyball.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. Russ Morris here alongside Jim Plumbers. We get set to start set number 3. Because so far in this match, we are tied at 1 set apiece between Post and Abernathy.
Adjusted the camera so you can see the scoreboard better. So you look at the top numbers, they're 1 and 1. That's 1 set each for each team. Post on the left side and Abernathy on the right. Where it says period on the bottom middle.
It's your set.
Yeah, but they had 3 up there for set 2 as well, so they may not change that. So this is set number 3.
So here we go. Hannah Abraham going to serve for Post. Serves up. Shorter keeps it alive for Abernathy. That was Byers that got it over. Sorry, Shipley that got it over the net. We go Shorter on the attack. Mullins, and good play by Serenity to run that down. Hannah, it bounces off the board.
Speaking of the scoreboard,
dadgummit,
it got popped. You don't see that too often.
No, you don't. Well, fun fact, I don't know how that would have done if it would have went in the hole that's in the middle and came through the speakers.
Ooh, I think you got to play it.
So here you go. This is going to be Tatum Bailey now on the serve for Abernathy. Played by Serenity. Now here we go. Sanaya gets it over on the attack. Just out of bounds. And I mean just. Makes your judge Leanne Marshall Norman score 2-0 in favor of Abernathy. Hurt early here in set number 3.
I think we're seeing number 8, Shay Mulcock, for the first time.
I think so. Bailey, the serve, received by Mullins. Serenity, now to Mullins, gets it over the net just barely. Played by Shipley. Now Mulcock to Sterner. Good play by Sanaya.
Man.
She keeps it alive again. Now her sister Serenity keeps it in the air. Riley gets it out of bounds. Good. Those are awesome effort plays by Post.
Coach touched it as it was going out of bounds. I would say interference, but it was so far out of bounds, it doesn't matter.
Tatum Bailey now on the serve once again for Abernathy. Good dig by Serenity. Tipped back. Mullins with a dig, gets it over the net. Bailey now to Sterner. Good dig by Sanaya. Good play by Serenity to get it over the net. Bailey now to Shorter on the attack. And it is a kill for Shorter.
That's going to be Shorter's 5th on the night.
Brings your judge Leanne Marshall Norman score 4-0 now. Post looking to stop the bleeding and try to get on the board and spark a run. Bailey on the serve. Off the hands of Hannah. She couldn't get a good read on the ball either. It goes off her fingers out of bounds. 5-0 now. Here in set number 3. Bailey on the serve again. Serenity down to Hannah. Amberly with a tip. Oh, that's a kick ball by Shorter.
You can do it.
Oh, she's on the attack, into the net. The volleyball spirits didn't like that soccer interference, so it goes into the net. Post now on the board. Riley Hernandez on the serve, and that's an ace. So now Post with a quick 2 points.
That's Riley's 5th ace serve on the night.
So here we go. Her serve's up. It is Doug. Bailey. And, I mean, pushes it just to the corner of the backcourt. All you can do is tip your cap to her because it went to a spot where nobody could get it.
Tatum Bailey's 3rd kill.
Okay, this is Gretchen Shipley now on the serve. Serves up. Played by Sanaya. Shorter goes back on the attack. Riley keeps it in play. Sanaya, and it's going to land out of bounds. 7-2. Coach Gray is going to take a timeout, a much-needed timeout. We're going to take one with her. Your Judge Lynn Marshall Norman score is 7-2 in favor of Abernathy here in the early stages of set number 3. You're watching Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
Take a break and let Post Family Cleaners take care of the laundry. Family Cleaners is Post Hometown Laundry and Dry Cleaners on West Main Street in Post. Whether it's dry cleaning, wash and starching, laundry service, or alterations, Post Family Cleaners has you covered. Let Post Family Cleaners make your life a bit easier. Go by 111 West Main Street or call 806-495-0777 to get details. That's 806-495-0777. Post Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. We get set to resume set number 3 as Abernathy leads Post with the Judge Lynn Marshall Norman score 7-2. Here comes the serve by Shipley. It's played by Serenity. Now she will go on the attack at the last minute, keeps it alive. Sterner has her attack dug out by Riley. It's Amberly keeps it in. That's a kill for her.
Yeah, it hit the line.
It hit the front end of the line, and we'll take it. So it was not out of bounds on that by any means. If you're watching the Major League Baseball postseason, hopefully you're watching us as well.
Use that split screen thing. You can watch 4 different things at one time.
So go Amberly on the serve is received by Abernathy, and it's going to go into the net. Point goes to Post.
I tried doing that with 4 football games with my wife watching. She hated it. She barely took the Cowboys or the Red Raiders at one time.
Amberly Garza jump serve is up. Played by Shorter. Bailey. Oh, it's almost dug out by Carmen, but it just landed into the net. Now, double substitution. Out comes Molcock. Out is Shorter. In comes Scotland Bickle. I'm sorry, no, not Scotland Bickle. Mallory Gonzalez. She will serve. Harley Joe receives it. Carmen gets it over the net. Adamez. Now to Bickle. Harley Joe. And miscommunication. Ladies and gentlemen, Post is discombobulated right now.
Got to regroup. Start talking, girls.
Yeah, they're not executing like they were in the first 2 sets. Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score is 9-4 in favor of Abernathy. Hannah receives the set. Serenity back to Carmen. Here we go, Tatum Bailey now. Here comes Scotland Bickle on the attack. He's dug out by Riley Hernandez. Gonzalez. Bailey, Bickle, now to Harley Joe, now to Hannah, back to Riley, Moore, Bailey, Moore on the attack. That's a kill. Makes your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score 10-4 here in set number 3.
It's Daphne Moore's 2nd kill on the night.
Gonzalez on the serve. Harley Joe. Mullins goes just out of bounds with her attack.
Post letting things slip away here in this 3rd set.
Gonzalez now on the serve once again. Serenity just over the net. Moore Played well by Abernathy to keep it alive. Sophie out of Sanaya. Gomez. Gonzalez goes over the net. Serenity. Tip drill. Moore. Serenity in. That's a point to Post. Stops the bleeding momentarily. Now Post just needs to answer and score off of the set. Off the serve.
Now, if Serenity can get the number of kills she got in the second set, will be in good shape. Right now she's got 1 compared to 5 in the second set.
We go Sophie now on the serve. Adames. Comes Sterner. Just couldn't get there. It lands into the net.
Posting a little bit of momentum here. These volleyball's like any sport. It goes in spurts.
Sophie on the serve again. And it's an ace.
Sophie's second ace on the night.
So here we go. Sophie on the serve again. And it's kept alive by Hannah. Tipped by Moore. That's a kill. Played short. Lady Lopes were backed away from the net, and she just tapped it down. As out is Sterner. Byers checks back in. Byers on the serve. Hernandez. Hannah. Here comes Serenity. Is blocked, but kept alive by Moore. Bickle. Harley Joe. Hannah with a push. Moore on the attack. Here comes Hernandez. Abraham. Harley Joe with a tip. Serenity keeps it alive. Hannah gets it back over the net. Byers. Bickle on the attack. Doug by Sanaya. Serenity on the attack. Too far out of bounds. It's 13-7 is now your your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score. Or you talk about still being in football mode.
Yeah, no doubt.
Byers on the serve. Now Post trying to answer. Here comes Hannah. Now Serenity on the attack. No, it's kept alive, but it goes out of bounds eventually. Post does get the point.
Sorry, I thought I counted 4 touches there. Maybe I didn't.
Carmen now on the serve. Serve is not played right. Goes down under the net. Sophie enters the game for Sanaya. Adames on the serve. Played by Sophie. It's Hannah. Now Serenity is blocked by Shipley. She goes on the attack. Miscommunication.
Well, she can only touch it once. And nobody was close enough to get to it.
Adames now on the serve again. Played by Sophie. Comes Hannah. Now Serenity on the attack. Shorter keeps it alive. Byers. Bickle pushed into the net. Now Post needs to spark a run. They're down 6. It's 15-9. It's your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. Serenity on the serve. Serves up. Just got into the net.
Failing too much on our serves and giving those points away.
Jim, it looks like the south end of the court is the better side to play on tonight for some reason.
I'm saying Serenity had all those kills when she was on this side of the court. She's having trouble on the left side.
So here we go. Serve by Molcock goes out of bounds. So Post has a chance to answer and get some points. They just need to score off of the serve. Hannah on the serve. It's kept alive. Shipley gets it over the net. Now here comes Hernandez. Tipped by Sophie. That's a kill for Sophie.
Sophie's a sophomore, right?
Yes. Yes.
So her third kill tonight.
Hannah on the serve. Byers pushed over the net. Hannah tips it back over, and it's going to be another point for Post.
All right. Hannah? That was Hannah?
That was Hannah.
Okay, give her a kill. Second on the night.
16-12. In favor of Abernathy as your judge Lee and Marsha Norman score. Abraham serves up. Shorter keeps it up in the air. Shipley. Now Serenity. Now Abraham. Sophie and Amberly.
Who gets credit on that kill?
I'll give them both half.
Can you get half a kill? So Amberly and Sophie. All
Amberly
right.
and Sophie.
I'll give them both one. How's that?
That'll work. 16-13. Here we go. Hannah on the serve. Kept alive by Adames. Shorter now on the attack. Not enough. They're just too far back on the block were Sophie and Riley.
So Brianna Shorter now with 5 kills tonight.
Tatum Bailey now serving once again. Serves up into the net. Cuts the lead back down to 3. Here we go. If you can find it in you to come back and go on a run and muscle your way back to a lead. Riley Hernandez. The serve. Keeps it alive. Hannah with the tip drill keeps it in play. Bailey. Adames. Now Sterner. Serenity. Now to Hannah. Comes Carmen with the attack. There we go. 17-15 now.
Believe it or not, that's Carmen's first kill tonight.
Coach Thompson for Abernathy is going to take a timeout, and we'll take one with her. Your judge, Leanne Marsha Norman score is 17-15, still in favor of Abernathy. Set 3 is rolling right along as you're watching Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
This message is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marsha Norman.
In celebration of 100 years of service, the Post Rotary Club is proud to construct a tall, beautiful 4-sided traditional clock in the median of East Main Street. It'll be surrounded with landscaping and 4 limestone benches engraved with the names of legacy families and other sponsors like you. If you are interested in supporting this project, or being a part of the Rotary celebration on October 4th, contact Susan at 806-778-5034.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on YouTube as we're live from the Antelope Arena set to resume set number 3. Abernathy is up with a Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score of 17-15. Riley Hernandez is now on the serve for Post. Serves up. Sterner. Bailey. Now Shorter on the attack. Out of... Well, they said we tipped it. They said Post tipped it right at the net, and that's why it went out of bounds.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one, Chief, but
yeah,
that's why we're up here.
It was tipped.
Shipley on the serve. Lands just in bounds. Just in bounds. Now Coach Gray's going to take a timeout, and we'll take one with her. Your judge, Leanne Marsha Norman score is now 19-15 in favor of Abernathy. You're watching Post Sports Radio here on YouTube.
Take a break and let Post Family Cleaners take care of the laundry. Family Cleaners is Post Hometown Laundry and Dry Cleaners on West Main Street in Post. Whether it's dry cleaning, wash and starching, laundry service, or alterations, Post Family Cleaners has you covered. Let Post Family Cleaners make your life a bit easier. Go by 111 West Main Street or call 806-495-0777 to get details. That's 806-495-0777. Post Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. We get set to resume set number 3 after Coach Gray took a timeout. Your judge, Lee and Marsha Norman score is 19-15. At what was a 2-point game is now a 4-point game. Shipley on the serve. As Amberly couldn't get a good handle on the ball, it goes out of bounds. Now 20-15 is your score now. Still enough time for the Lady Lopes for a Post to go on a run. Amberly, now to Carmen. Now Amberly gets it over the net. Go, Abernathy's playing Shipley. With Hannah, here comes Carmen on the attack. Too far out of bounds. 21-15. Comes the serve by Shipley again. Hernandez, Abraham. Now Riley. So we get over the net. Here's Shipley. Sterner keeps it in play. Hannah over the net. Mulcock, the shorter. Moore over the net. Hannah sets it up. Sophie on the attack. Too far out of bounds. So your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score is now 22-15. As officials are trying to make sure everybody's set. Shipley on the serve again. Played by Amberly. Now she'll get it over the net. Moore to Shipley. Now on Hernandez. Now on Abraham. Here's Serenity on the attack. Mulcock. Now to Moore. Back to Hernandez. Tip drill by Hannah. That's a kill for Hannah. All right. Now Harley Joe checks in. Harley Joe will serve.
Hannah just recorded her 4th kill.
Here we go. Serves up. Adames. Bailey. Shorter on the attack. Into the net.
Momentum post right now.
Find a way to do it. You claw back in it. Harley Joe serves up. Adames. Bailey. That was Sterner.
Nice.
Yep. Good play by Post. Now here comes Mulcock. Bailey back over the net. Hannah. The Carmen. The Sanaya. Just out of bounds.
Nice try.
Yes.
Try that coffin corner.
Shorter checks out. Gonzalez checks in. Mulcock checks out. Bickle checks in. Gonzalez on the serve. Played by Sanaya. Hannah. Now tip drill by Mullins. That's going to be a kill for Mullins. Post immediately answers and will now have a chance to serve. Sophie's going to serve. Serves up. And played. It's going to be an ace for Sophie. Okay. Shorter is immediately going to check back in. Riley Hernandez checks back in for Post.
It's ace number 3 for Miss Scott.
Serves up. Played by Abernathy. Bailey with a tip drill. Same with Hannah. Bailey. Down to Moore. Hannah keeps it alive. Mullins with a tip drill of her own. Adames. Now to Bickle with a tip. Kept alive by Serenity. Hannah makes a run. Serenity with an attack goes into the net. We are now at set point for Abernathy. As Sterner checks out, Byers checks back in. Byers will serve.
Byers, by the way, is a freshman.
Her serves up. Harley Joe receives. Hannah, your Serenity on the attack. Tip drill. Shorter keeps it alive. Harley Joe, to Hannah. Comes to Mullins. Shorter keeps it in play. And it's going to be a point for Post.
Post has got to go on a 5-point run to pull out this set.
If you can go, yeah, you're right.
Oh, I'm sorry. 6.
Yeah, that's right.
Got to get to 26.
So here we go. Point. Bickle gets it into the net. That's another point for Post.
Timeout call.
Coach Thompson's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with her. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 24-21 in favor of Abernathy. You're watching Post Sports Radio here on YouTube.
Not every pass leads to a touchdown, but every game can be a win with Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post. With high-quality beef and pork cuts of every variety, plus their sausage and world-famous beef jerky, you might have to play some defense around the dinner table. But this football season can be as delicious as it is entertaining. Located at 121 South Avenue H in Post, call today at 806-495-3245 for Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post.
Welcome back to Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio. Score, Judge Lee and Marcia Norman scores 24-21 here in set number 3. Post trying to keep set number 3 alive. Mullins on the serve. Kept played by Adam. No, that's an ace for Mullins. So here we go. Post needs 2 more to keep it alive, because remember, it is first 25, but you got to win the set by 2. So here we go. We need 2 more. Mullins. Adames out of bounds. There's 1.
So Mullins hadn't had an ace all night. She got 2 in a row.
All right. Need 1 more. 1 more, and the third set is officially on. Here we go. Serves up. Go Byers. Bailey. Just inbounds.
Oh, wow.
And that's how the third set will end. Abernathy will take it 25-23. So we're going to take another break. When we come back, we will have set number 4 here for you on Post Sports Radio, live and free on YouTube.
This message is sponsored by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County.
Post Lady Lope Volleyball is powered by the Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. The Post Independent School District, home of the Bold Gold. The Antelope Athletic Booster Club, supporting the Bold Gold tradition. The McClellan family. Michael, Sam, and Jacob love and support Lady Lope Volleyball. Post Sports Radio appreciates these sponsors for making this Bold Gold broadcast a reality.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. So we're here at the Antelope Arena for district game number 4 of the season. Your Lady Lopes of Post are down 2-1. So if you were just tuning in, Abernathy took the first set 25-22. Post won the second set 25-18. And the Lady Lopes of Post almost came back in set 3 25-23. Abernathy won. So this forces a crucial 4th set for Post. If Post can force the game set, it'll be a winner-take-all set number 5.
If you just joined us, JV game went pretty good. See, the Post girls won in 3 sets. They lost the first 25-16, won the second 25-22, and won the third 25-20, therefore winning the match. All right,
So it looks like Abernathy's still trying to figure out who they want out there. Tatum Bailey is going to serve.
In football, this would be called delay of game.
Well, as long as you're set before the whistle blows, I think you're all right. Bailey on the serve, into the net. I told you, Jim, all of the points have come from the south end of the court.
Not all, most. Let's see. 25, 15.
So here we go. Hannah Abraham on the serve. Received by Abernathy. Bailey. Shipley. It's a good play. Now Amberly on the attack. Shorter. Now to Mullins. Abraham. Serenity on the attack into the net. Tie game here early on in set number 4. Again, Post looking for district win number 2 of the year. Abernathy looking for their first. Shipley on the serve. Received by Mullins. Shorter on the attack. Dug by Riley. Now, sorry, Amberly with a dig. Riley with a dig, but a block. I believe that was Shorter. So now this is going to be Gretchen Shipley on the serve. Serves up. Out of bounds. So here, Judge Lee and Marshall Norman scores now 2-2 as the ball bounced over the protective barricade into the Antelopes tunnel.
So it didn't work.
No, it didn't. Riley Hernandez with a serve. Daphne Moore on the attack. Dug by Serenity. Now Hannah. Here comes Mullins on the attack. That's a kill. As Post retakes the lead. Riley will serve once again.
3 kills for Mullins. All within the last couple minutes, actually.
Riley's serve is up. Taken by Mulcock, but it goes out of bounds.
So Zaylee, she's got 6 aces. Or Riley, I meant Riley.
So Riley on the serve again. Bailey. That's Knight. Here comes Hannah. Adames. Bailey. Now here comes Shorter on the attack. Hannah. Amberly. Mullins with a dig last minute. Knight on the attack. Serenity in play. Tip drill by Amberly, and that's a kill for Amberly. Make sure Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score 5-2. Amberly, I'm sorry, that was Riley with the serve. Now Mullins to Hannah. Serenity gets it over the net. Bailey pushes it past. Right, Amberly on the attack again. Bailey keeps it alive. Here comes Shorter with the tip. Hannah on Amberly. Hannah again. Good play by everybody involved. Knight dug out by Serenity. Pushed by Hannah. Kept alive by Adames. Bailey. And here comes Shorter with the attack. Blocked by Sophie. It's going to be a point to Post, as I believe Shorter was over the line when she attacked. Which means Riley will serve again. Serves up. Line drive. That's an ace. So here we go already. 7-2 is your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score in favor of Post. Set 4 is rolling right along. Riley will serve once again. Coaches are getting things set with the scores table.
Somebody's injured.
So, pause in action. We'll take a quick break. Your Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score is 7-2 here on Post Sports Radio.
Whenever those grass fires start, there's no putting them out. We've got 80-mile-an-hour winds there one day. Xcel Energy called around and asked us if it was all right if they turned electricity out, and I was 100% for that.
It's always in the back of our mind that we're doing this for the customer.
It's just in our DNA.
Whenever you get burned out, you're burning out your livelihood. Those are winds you just never can expect when they're going to happen. We just got to be prepared for it, and I think, man.
So our partners over to Xcel had to cut that short. Riley on the serve again, as that's going to go out of bounds. I want to send our well wishes to Emma Revilla, as we saw her get rolled off the court by our trainer Adam Cruz. So this is now Gonzalez on the serve, and that's going to go out of bounds. Point goes back to post. Should be 8-3.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But we're not the official scores. Amberly on the serve. Shorter keeps it alive by way of Adamas. Amberly. Hannah. Serenity on the attack. Kept alive. Pushed by Moore into the net.
Yeah, they got it straight. Well, that should be 9.
I think Coach Jeffrey's right. I trust him. Amberly on the serve. Adamas keeps it in play. That's an ace.
Well, Riley's working on two hands of aces right now.
Oh, no, Coach Jeffrey's caught up. It is now 10-3. Coach Thompson from Abernathy is going to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. Your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score is 10-3 here in set 4. We're watching Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
Whenever those grass fires start, there's no putting them out. We've got 80-mile-an-hour winds there one day. Xcel Energy called around and asked us if it was all right if they turned electricity out, and I was 100% for that.
It's always in the back of our mind that we're doing this for the customer.
It's just in our DNA.
Whenever you get burned out, you're burning out your livelihood. Those are winds you just never can expect when they're going to happen. We just got to be prepared for it, and I think, man, they work good with us. We just got a good relationship with them.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. We're still in set number 4. Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score is 10-3 Post over Abernathy. Post trying to keep the game alive, as if Abernathy takes this set, they get their first district win of the year. If Post gets this set, we force a crucial game, set 5. Amberly on the serve. Received by Shorter. Bailey with a push. Back to Riley. Hannah. Serenity now on the attack. Dug out by Bailey. Adamas now. Moore. Now Mullins. Abraham. That's a kill for Abraham. Good job. That was a good play by Hannah.
Hannah's got 6 kills.
Amberly now on the serve again. Played by Shorter. Bailey. I believe that was Bickle over there. I believe that was. Either way, Shorter keeps it in play. Bailey, not a night. Push. Sophie keeps it alive, says, I don't want it. I don't want it. You want it. Adames, not a Moore. She gets it over the net. And here comes Amberly. Hannah, the Serenity now on the attack. Good play by Shorter. Bailey, no, Adames barely gets over the net. Sophie keeps it in play. Good read by Mullins. And Knight gets her first kill of the day. As now she checks out. In comes Braylon Byers back in. I believe Byers is going to serve. Now, if these names for Abernathy sound familiar, yes, they do, because this is all of their softball team currently playing volleyball, pretty much. Byers on the serve, dug by Hannah. Serenity on the tip, kept alive by Moore. Bickle on the attack is saved by Riley, but Abernathy gets the point.
Yeah, it's like Mullins and Abraham try to double team that ball. You're not supposed to do that in volleyball.
Byers will serve once again. Serenity's continuously getting explanations from the official, trying to figure stuff out. Abernathy's going to huddle. Post is now, the rest of the players for Post is going to huddle. But I'm glad that the officials are willing to provide explanations into everything.
Definitely. It's good for the
it's good for the health of the sport.
Obviously, Serenity's our senior leader, senior captain.
Byers on the serve. Dug by Hannah. Harley couldn't get there in time. Abernathy with back-to-back points. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is still 11-6. Post still leads. Byers continues to serve. Her serve is up. Serenity plays. Riley receives it. Sanaya, good play. Goes over the board, off the top of the board.
It's in.
It's in play.
It's in play. Wait a minute. Is it not? It went over the scoreboard.
Well, it went over the board, but I think it hit it at the last second. So the point goes to Abernathy. That's out of bounds. Harley Joe with a nice dig from the serve by Byers. Sanaya gets it back over the net. Shorter with the play. Now here's Byers. Daphne Moore on the attack. Good dig by Harley. She was surprised she got it. Mullins on the attack. Kept alive one too many times on a hit on the hits.
There's Bailey with the block.
Quick as Coach Gray's now going to take a timeout, and we'll take one with her. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 11-8, still in favor of Post. You're watching Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
Hey, I want to do something to help Post in Garza County. Have any ideas?
Well, I remember at one of the football games, the endowment group gave away a lot of money to local charity groups.
What's an endowment?
From what I know, it's a permanent pile of money that keeps growing interest. And the endowment group gives away the interest every year.
But I'm not sure that I have enough to give.
Just give what you can. If everyone gave a little, that adds up to a whole lot of money for local nonprofits, which helps us all.
Go to postgarzacountyendowment.org to find out more. postgarzacountyendowment.org. For good, forever.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio here live and free on YouTube for Post Lady Lope Volleyball. As we get set to resume set number 4, Post still leads 11-8 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score, but Abernathy has come storming back. Braylee Byers on the serve. Serve is up. Harley Joe receives. Serenity gets it back over the net. Byers. Bickle on the attack. Played by Riley. Now Sanaya. Serenity with a tip. That was Byers to Bailey. Now to Harley. Serenity with a tip. She keeps it in play. Harley Joe. Now to Riley. Bailey. Moore on the attack. And that's going to be tipped off the hands of Post. Out of bounds. Point goes to Abernathy. And it is now 11-9 for Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score, as it was, 11-5, 11-6 at one point?
Yep.
11-4 even.
So, momentum with Abernathy right now.
Byers on the serve again. Goes into the net. That stops the bleeding. That's big, because Abernathy was on a run with a run of points. Now Post has a chance to answer with a run of their own. But they need to score off of this first serve. Sophie on the serve. Taken by Bailey. Now to Byers. Bailey now on the attack. Blocked by Hannah and Carmen. Point goes back to Post. Sophie on the serve again. Serves up. Bailey. Byers. Bickle. Kept alive by Post. Hannah. Now to Mullins on the attack. Adames digs it out. Bailey. Now to Bickle on the attack. Good play by Post. Here comes Serenity with a tip of her own. Kept alive by Abernathy with hustle. Now here comes Hannah with an attack. Bickle on the attack, and she gets a kill. Damn. I thought for a second on the few of those hits that Abernathy played themselves out of position. but it looks like they have more length than post because that's how they've been able to keep it alive as Adamas' serve goes into the net. Point immediately goes right back to post. Carmen will serve as Sanaya has checked in. Carmen's serve is received by Bickle. It's going to be a point for Abernathy. As I believe that might have been Byers that tipped it over.
It was.
14-11 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. Bickle on the serve.
Oh.
Kept alive by post. Byers. Now to Bickle. Bailey. Hannah. Now to Serenity on the attack. That's a kill.
Well, that was a heck of a play at the net.
As earlier in set 3, we saw Abernathy with volleyball's version of the pitchy pitchy woo woo. Now post tried it and answered with a lot of pitchy pitchy, but the woo came later.
So Serenity now with 8 kills. Now she's serving.
So here we go. Serves up. That was Molcock. Now to Byers. Shorter on the attack. Hernandez.
Ooh.
I believe, who was that? That was Shorter?
I think it was Shorter, 11.
That's who I saw.
Shorter now has 6 kills.
And if you're just tuning in, your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman scores 15-12 in favor of post. Abernathy leads the game 2-1. It's be Tatum Bailey on the serve. Abernathy took the first set, post took the second, Abernathy took the third set. Bailey serve. Oh, with a coffin corner of her own.
And her second ace of the night.
If you can't tell that this is a rivalry between the two schools, I mean, the set differential ought to tell you.
Not a lot of Abernathy folks here tonight, but they're pretty boisterous with their JV girls.
Oh, yes.
Doing a good job.
A lot of energy here on both benches. Tatum Bailey on the serve, taken by the Serenity. Now to Riley, back to Serenity. She goes on the attack, and that's going to be a kill for Serenity. Post gets another point. Hannah will check in for Azrae Landa. And Sanaya checks out. Did not see who came in for her. Hannah goes on the serve. And that's going to be an ace for Hannah.
Hannah Abraham now with, really her first ace? I probably missed one along the way.
Hannah on the serve again. Taken by Adames. Bailey gets there at the last second. Molcock into the net. 18-13. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score still in favor of post. Abernathy's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 18-13 here in set 4. Post still leads. You're watching Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio, live and free on YouTube.
Here at the Post Area Chamber of Commerce, we are more than events. Yes, we love a good ribbon cutting or holiday market, but the Chamber's real purpose is deeper than that. We exist to advocate for local businesses, agriculture, and tourism. We connect people, promote growth, and keep Post moving forward together. That's why we're here. That's why we work.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. So we get set to resume set number 4. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 18-13. Post over Abernathy. Hannah on the serve. Her serve is up. Taken by Adames. Bailey. Now as Shipley goes on the attack, Hannah digs it out. Sophie gets it over the net. That's Amberly. Here comes Hannah with a push. Molcock to Bailey. Over the net to Mullins. There's Hannah. Now Amberly on the attack. Adames, Bailey, here comes Shorter. Amberly with a nice dig. Serenity on the attack. And that's a kill. We'll take it.
Serenity, she has, I don't know if that's true or not. She's got at least 3 kills in this set. Number 4.
Hannah on the serve again. Goes to Knight. Mulcock reads it, keeps it in play. Bailey gets it over the net. Amberly. Now Hannah is set up. Sophie on the attack. Knight with a tip. Amberly gets it back over the net. Shipley, Knight, out of bounds. All right, your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is now 20-13 here in set number 4 in favor of Post. Hannah on the serve again. Her serve is up. Mulcock, Bailey, Shipley on the attack into the net.
Just got to keep the momentum going, get this set out of the way, and then we go to set 5, hopefully.
Abraham to Adames. Couldn't go anywhere. Another point to Post. So here we go. Serve by Abraham is up and away. That was Sterner. Now here comes Shorter. Good block by Sophie. Largest lead of the night by either team.
Yeah.
23-13 Post. Here in set number 4. Hannah, the serve is up. Adames, the Bailey. Now to Shipley. Good play by Mullins, but it goes out of bounds.
Good attempt by Mullins
to
dig that out.
It's going to be Gretchen Shipley now serving for Abernathy. Her serve is up and into the net. Okay, set point.
Post up by 10, need one more point.
One more point, and we're headed to a 5th set. And winner takes it all. Riley Hernandez, serve is up. Adames with a dig. Bailey. Mulcock out of bounds. Post takes set number 4, 25-14. And we're heading to set number 5. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll explain to you how the 5th set works, if you're unfamiliar. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman's set update. Tied 2-2. We'll be right back with the winner take all here on Post Sports Radio, live and free on YouTube.
Sophisticut Salon of Post is your hometown full-service hair and nail salon. Sam McClellan and Dana Babb offer full-service hair and wax services, while Tamara Reed offers full-service nails and pedicures. To set up an appointment, contact the professional of your choice. Sam at 806-781-9491, Dana at 806-495-2505, or Tamara at 806-620-4560. The Sophisticut Salon at 105 North Avenue I in Post. Sophisticut Salon, your hometown full-service hair and nail salon, proud fans of Lady Lope Volleyball.
We play the greatest country music ever recorded. Tune in anytime and anywhere to KSSL 107.3, 94.1, KSSLFM.com, and on our free mobile app. All your favorites are here.
Hi, I'm Alan Jackson.
Hi, this is Mark Chestnut.
Hi, I'm Clint Black.
We've got them all.
Hi, this is Ronnie Millsap.
Hi, this is Patty Loveless.
Hi, everybody, this is Garth Brooks.
Hey, this is George Strait.
I've been listening to this radio station forever.
Proud supporters of high school sports. We are KSSL.
The Post Area Chamber of Commerce is 80 members strong and offers a wide variety of ways for members to be involved. From quarterly after-hours networking events to workshops and training, there is ample opportunity to learn, grow, and partner with other members. The Chamber is thrilled to have the opportunity to highlight members in local advertisements, show support on the local, state, and federal levels, and equip members with unique and specialized workshops and training. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce is a vital part of our community and sincerely hopes you will be a member. Details at postcitytexas.com.
Post ISD is filled with passionate staff, daring students, and deep-rooted traditions of champions. Our state-of-the-art facilities provide top-tier educational opportunities, including career and technical training, advanced academics, and free college courses, creating future-ready antelopes. Our 4-day instructional week allows our students to continually pursue excellence in our distinguished fine arts programs, exceptional athletic teams, and a multitude of other extracurricular activities. Post ISD. We are bold gold.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lope Volleyball as we get set to start set number 5 here at the Antelope Arena. Russ Morris here alongside Jim Plummer. And this is how set number 5 is going to work. It's the first of 15, win by 2.
Should be a quicker set, no doubt.
So your sense of urgency is a little bit more heightened. I believe Post is going to serve first.
And
Post will take the north end of the court. Abernathy will take the south end of the court. So here we go. Either Abernathy is going to get their first district win of the year, or Post is going to move to 2-2 in district play.
Here's the delay of game tactic.
Yeah, quick entrance late. She checks in for Daphne Moore. So you go, Hannah Abraham is going to serve first.
Hannah with 2 aces for the evening in 4 sets.
Her serve is up. Is dug out. I believe that was Bickle. Now here's Bailey. Now Sophie. Back to Hannah. Dug out by Abernathy. Shorter with a tip. Hannah keeps it alive. Riley. Now to Hannah. The Bickle. The Byers. The Shipley. Serenity keeps it in play. Amberly on the attack, blocked. That's Gretchen Shipley. Abernathy takes the first points of set number 5.
Got Shipley down for 3 blocks tonight.
Tatum Bailey on the serve for Abernathy. Received by Serenity. There's Hannah. Amberly. Shorter. Back to Bailey. Shorter on the attack. Serenity. I just go too far, too short. Abernathy's out to a 2-0 lead as you judge Lee and Marsha Norman score. Here we go. Bailey on the serve again. Mullins, Abraham, Serenity. And if anybody can't know, Adamas gets there just in time. Serenity keeps it in play. Abraham, Amberly on the attack. Played by Adames. Shorter tips it into the wall, into the net. Post now on the board. It's going to be Riley Hernandez on the serve.
Riley's looking for her 9th ace tonight.
This is dug out by Adames. Bailey. Now to Shipley. Hannah keeps it alive. She gets it over the net. Adames, Bailey with a push. Hannah with a save. Hernandez. Now Sophie. Sorry, that was Mullins to Sophie. We go Byers with a tip. Amberly. Now there's Hannah. Bailey with a push of her own. Good play by Hernandez. Hannah. It's a decent volley by both teams. Shorter now on the attack. Serenity keeps it at play, stays alive, doesn't hit anything in the roof. Adames, Bailey, Shipley into the net. Tie set.
All right. It's a great volley.
Oh, yeah. All right, Riley Hernandez on the serve again. Serves up, and that's an ace. Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score is now 3-2 in favor of Post.
Riley's one ace away from getting 10.
Hernandez catches the top part of the net just enough that it rolls into the net. We're tied once again. Serves up by Shipley. Garza to Abraham. Abraham to Garza with an assistance from the net. Here comes Byers, gets it back over the net. Abraham. Garza. Back to Abraham with a nice little tip. Bailey shorter with a tip of her own, and she gets a kill. So Shipley is going to serve once again. Serve is up, received by Serenity. Kept alive momentarily, but Amberly chases it out of bounds, and it stays out of bounds. Abernathy's up now 5-2 as your Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score.
That was a third kill by Shipley.
Shipley. Serve is received by Hernandez. Serenity couldn't get a good handle on the ball either. That goes into the net.
Used the wrong turn. It was Shipley's third ace.
Her serve is up and tipped out of bounds by Amberly. Lady Lopes just need to calm down. You still got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Harley Joe now checks in. She checks in for Amberly. Here comes Shipley with her other serve. Ball's played by Riley. Here comes Hannah. And here comes Serenity on the attack. Too far out of bounds. Looks like Coach Gray is going to take a timeout, and we'll take one with her. Your Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score here in set 5. Abernathy 8, Post 3. Watching Post Sports Radio live and free here on YouTube.
On the road or on the go, make Swift Stop your first stop. Located at 124 North Broadway in Post, we strive to make Swift Stop the cleanest and friendliest store around. Whether you pull into our convenient drive-thru or pop inside, you can grab breakfast burritos made with scratch tortillas to fried pies prepared fresh daily to any of the wide variety of snacks and beverages we provide. We have exactly what you need to get you revved up for the miles ahead. We are West Texas owned and we are West Texas proud. So make your next stop a Swift Stop.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Lady Lope Volleyball here on YouTube. We get set to resume set number 5. We're back from the Lady Lope timeout for Post. Shipley on the serve. Hernandez out of Hannah. Serenity. So attack goes into the net. As Abernathy's lead increases to 6, it is now 9-3 as your Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score. So here we go. Shipley. Serve is up to Hernandez. Harley Joe keeps it in play. Sanaya gets it over the net. Moore. Bailey. Shorter, out of bounds. Okay, that could be a spark of something if the Lady Lope Post can capitalize. Harley Joe on the serve. Serves up. And it's kept just alive by Abernathy. Adamez to Bailey. Now to Byers. That's a kill. 10-4 now as your Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score in favor of Abernathy. Quick substitution. Out is Shorter. In is Mallory Gonzalez. Gonzalez on the serve. By Hernandez. The Serenity. Harley Joe gets it over the net. Now to Gonzalez. To Bailey. Comes Bickle on the attack. Good dig by Sanaya. That's a kill by Sanaya.
A dig and a kill.
All right, Sophie is going to serve. Hannah's going to check back in for Sanaya. Brianna Shorter checks back in for Mallory Gonzalez. Sophie, serve is up. Shorter now. Bailey. Byers. Now to Sophie. Back to Abraham. Good tip. Momentarily. It's kept alive by Hernandez. Harley Joe gets it back with the net. Bailey. Here comes Daphne Moore with the attack. Saved by Hannah. She gets it over the net. And that's going to be a kill for Hannah. Sophie's going to serve once again. Serve is up. Adames. Bailey. Bickle on the attack. Out of bounds. Point back to post. Sophie on the serve. Adames and Shorter. Bickle on the attack. Saved. Hernandez. Now Hannah tipped it back. Nobody was there. It's Carmen. Mullins was too far in front. So now it's 11-7 now in favor of Abernathy. Byers. The serve. Hernandez. Comes Serenity on the attack. And that's going to be a kill for Serenity. She gets bailed out by Brianna Shorter.
11 kills for Serenity Sanchez.
That's Carmen Mullins. On the serve, her serve is up. Adames. Byers. Bailey. Abraham. Tipped by Hernandez. That's going to be a kill for Hernandez.
We got a real good set here. Set number 5, winner takes all.
As Carmen is going to serve once again once she gets the ball. Here we go. Mullins. Serve is up and away. Adames. Byers. Bailey into the net. Back to post is the point. Mullins remains on the serve. Timeout taken by Abernathy and Kat Thompson. We'll take another one with them. Your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score is 11-10 in favor of Abernathy here in the final set of the match. You're watching Post Sports Radio live and free here on YouTube.
Trey Payne and his team at Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler are available for all of your legal needs. With offices in Post, Lubbock, Hereford, and Clovis, New Mexico, the team is ready to offer legal solutions in personal injury, family law, criminal law, real estate, and estate planning. Give them a call at 806-368-8712. Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler Law Firm. Call 806-368-8712.
Welcome back to Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio as we get set to resume the 5th and final set of the match. Abernathy still leads the set with a Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score of 11-10. Carmen Mullins still on the serve for Post. Her serve is up. Taken to Adames. Byers to Bailey. Down to Hernandez. Moore. It's going to be a point to Abernathy as we cross the line. (12-10) is your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score now. Adames. Sanaya to Abraham. It's kept alive by Bickle. Shipley out of bounds. Point right back to Post, and so is the serve. Serenity is going to serve. Post needs to capitalize. Amberly checks back in for Harley Joe.
My review just tied up 2-2. This is 5th set. Played to 15. Got to win by 2.
Serve by Serenity. Good play. Goes into the net, and we're tied. All tied up again. Here we go. We got a brand new set. Serenity on the serve. Up and away. Adames. Byers. Shipley. Hernandez. That was Bickle. Now to Serenity. Adamez. Byers. Bickle on the attack. Out of bounds. Post with their first lead of the set. Post needs 2 more. Serenity on the serve. Up and away. That's an ace. Set point for Post. Serenity on the serve. Shorter. Byers. Shipley. Good dig by Sanaya. Hannah. Hernandez to Shorter. The Byers. Shipley. Serenity. Hannah. Here comes Riley. Hernandez. Shorter. Good volley here by Abernathy. Shipley gets it over the net. Mullins. Hannah. Amberly Garza. Back to Adamez. Byers. Gretchen Shipley, and kill for Gretchen Shipley. All right.
All right, service back to Abernathy.
Post still needs 1 more point. Gretchen Shipley on the serve. Sanaya. And we're tied back at 14 now. You got to score 2. Each team has to score 2 more.
Scoreboard hadn't changed. Should be 14 on both.
There it is. It's 14-14. Bickle goes out of bounds. All right. It's tipped out of bounds by Post. Post needs to tie it. Need to settle down and get back in your rhythm. You can do this. And that's ball game. Abernathy comes in. It's tipped out of bounds. They take set number 5.
We don't know what's going on. There's a standstill on the court.
Oh, it's first. The judges are unofficial. Making sure it's either to 25 or to 15.
It's 15.
It should be first to 15.
Last time we did a 5-set
unless the National Federation of High School Sports changed the rules.
I think the coaches should know, right?
Well, they're going to check with the scores table.
They're going to
ask with the coaches. Because if it goes to 25, that helps us out. If it goes to 15, this game is over.
Yeah. We were under the assumption it was 15.
Yeah. Coach Thompson and Coach Gray, they're both pulling it up. But, yeah, it's in. The last time we called the game a match like this, Post came back from 2 sets down and won it in the 5th set, 15-7 over Tahoka last year. It is. I've always been under
so interesting. I mean,
yeah.
You would think that coming into the match you would know the rules. Coming into the district season at least.
Well, the UIL and the National Federation of High School Sports and the NCAA, they change the rule. There's updates to the rule book all the time. And if it does go to 25, then that could have been a rule that snuck under the radar by everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, it was only in the spring that the UIL had their committee meetings back in the summer of June, July.
I think there's commentators coming from the stands.
District, it might be 25 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You have different district rules as well.
Yes. You have You have different rules for district, different rules for
and they shouldn't
free district, different rules for the playoffs.
What's going to happen in the playoffs should rule over the whole season. Well, just flip a coin. So I guess y'all really can't see the coaches with the camera, but they're standing in front of the scorer's booth. You can see their heads with the one of the officials discussing the actual rule, as both coaches are looking it up on their phones. I guess we don't want to miss anything, so we'll keep it on the floor.
Yeah, that's why I'm afraid to take a break, is because we couldn't miss something vitally important.
So go ahead and adjust the camera a little bit.
So just to recap how we got here, Abernathy took the first set 25-22. Post responded and took set number 2 25-18. Abernathy took the third set 25-23. And Post took the last set 25-14. So we're here at set number 5. Abernathy leads with a Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score of 16-14. Now, for those just joining us, what is that question? Is we're trying to figure out if the fifth set is actually 1-15, win by 2, or if we go to 25. Because I normally would know, me having to know for the paper, but at this point, I don't know anymore.
I think we have a more pressing question right now. Both coaches are wearing black and white stripes, one on top and one on the bottom. How'd that happen?
I don't know.
You think they texted each other?
I don't know.
And Coach Wright is not in the house.
No, he's not.
He's gone. Don't know if the Abernathy athletic director's here. I don't see him either.
I don't see Coach Wiley either.
I think if Coach Zepeda, the Abernathy girls basketball coach, is still watching. Coach, what do you know about this rule? Text me.
Oh, there is an official. There is a representative down on the court, and they are talking. I don't know where he's from, but if somebody knows, please let us know. Okay, this is from Abby Ayala Abraham, Jim, on YouTube. She thought that for district it was 25, and that's from a parent. Abby, I thought the same thing for district. I'll have to go back and look and see if we did that for district last year, how we came back for Tahoka.
Go. So apparently the superintendent from Abernathy is down on the court with the two coaches right now, trying to decide what's best. So who rules the district? Is it a superintendent or the coaches?
District executive committee.
And who sits on it? The coaches or Soups?
Now we're getting into technicalities and semantics, Jim. Honestly, I have no idea.
And the officials actually got a book out, probably the rule book. Unfortunately, Russ, I've not read a rule book in over 20 years.
Last rule book I read was for football, and that was to understand the overtime stuff going into this year. That's the last rule that I've read. So Coach Gray's talking to Serenity over there on the sideline, and Coach King showed something to Coach Thompson. But yeah, we're in unprecedented territory here, Jim. Is this a first for you?
Definitely, yeah. We've never had a fifth set played over 15 points, unless it was, of course, got to win by 2. All right, so we're not sure what the rule is until they're going to have to flip a coin. I've got a couple of Bitcoins in my pocket. We can share those.
I would, and that at this point, that's not a bad idea, because the Tasso official that's at the scores table, he's wanting to make sure everything's clear, because it's clear to me that he doesn't fully understand.
No.
Because the top official thought we were going to 15, and so she was getting ready to call it, but this official on the court, they had to have a conference over there with her because they were both disagreeing. Yeah. He did the 25 signal like we were going to 25.
Well, these officials do more than just one district, I'm sure.
Yes.
So
my understanding about this is when you do the Texas Association of Sports Officials, you were assigned to a region. And so your region could have anywhere from Amarillo to El Paso to Dallas-Fort Worth.
Sure. I still want to know why both coaches are wearing Black shirt, black and white stripes. One, Abernathy coach. Name?
Coach Thompson.
Coach Thompson's got black and white top on, stripes, and then Coach Krista Gray's got black and white stripes on her bottom, and I'm just a little bit confused on why they did that. Were they good friends?
Maybe so.
We need a courtside reporter to do the heavy investigating.
Yeah, so just to give everybody an update of what's going on, the official that's at the scores table next to Miss Sharon, he has the rule book in his hands, but he's trying to skim through to see what the rule actually is. And he's
put the book up.
You have Abernathy thinking it's first to 15
here we go.
By 2. So here we go. He's going to talk with the head official.
They're discussing whether to go to George's or McDonald's.
Or depending on the decision they make, how quick they want to get out of here. Still talking. The Abernathy fans, they think this game is over. Everybody here at Post, they think it's district rules go to 25. So here we go. He's walking back to the scores table. Post retakes the court.
Perhaps we'll hear the official decision over the PA. That's it.
Well, Coach Gray looks to be more in question because now her demeanor just changed.
Remember the score, 16-14. So Post, if we play to 15, loses by 2. And Abernathy gets her first district win if it stands.
Ball game. And that's the game. Abernathy takes the 5th set, 16-14. Abernathy is now 1-3 on the year. They're now 6-11 overall. Post is now 15-16 on the year and 1-3 in district, and now forces a crucial game Thursday night at Olton. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will discuss all that took place and what just happened and give our interpretations of what went on. Once again, your final: Abernathy wins their 4th district game of the year, 3-2. We'll be right back with the Post Sports Radio wrap-up show right after this.
Welcome back to Post High School Volleyball on PostSportsRadio.com. The season is made possible by the Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit PostCityTexas.com. KSSL Radio, playing the greatest country music ever recorded. Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Now, here's the Lady Lope Wrap-Up Show on the home of the Bold Gold, PostSportsRadio.com.
All right, we're back with the Post Sports Radio wrap-up show. Once again, your final from the Antelope Arena here in Post. Abernathy wins by way of officials' decision, 3 in 5 sets, 3-2. And just to recap, Abernathy took the first set 25-22. Post answered 25-18 in set number 2. Abernathy won the third set 25-23. Post won the fourth set 25-14 to force a fifth and final set, which ended in 16-14. And what was that question for so long was to determine if the rule is first to 15 by 2 or win by 2 in district, or if you still go to 25. So it looked like the officials made the decision to end the game with it being first to 15. So with that said, let's take a look at our top stats, Jim.
Well, I'm going to skip the stats. It's been a long night for us.
You're going to skip stats?
Even our viewers. So if we could, we can just talk quickly about Post. Serenity Sanchez had a great game. Therefore, she is our Lady Lope of the game. Now, she's not the only one, though.
Yeah.
I think we got to go also with Riley Hernandez. Had a great
agree.
night at the service line. And let me add these up real quick. She had 9 aces. So let's go with 2 Lady Lopes of the game. That would be Serenity Sanchez, who also was the leader on the court, of course, had to do a lot of discussing with the officials. And then Riley Sanchez serves 9 aces tonight. So congratulations to those 2 ladies.
So what you see on our screen is our next official broadcast, as we will be back on air here at Antelope Arena as we welcome Tahoka as they come to town. As we will do Farmageddon on the hardwood, and then on your screen you will see the next game later that week as we take on the New Deal Lions for football, as that begins district play, and that is also the Pinktober game that week as well. But we got some business to wrap up this week for volleyball, as of course, if you're not doing anything on Thursday, I highly recommend that you make the trip over to Olton to go catch your Lady Lopes take on the Olton Phillies, as now that game is crucial because now Post is now tied with Abernathy for 4th place in the district standings. And if they can defeat Olton, there's a 3-way tie for 3rd place. So we're already not even halfway through the district schedule, and already there are games crucial for playoff positioning, as this has now become wild and woolly. So congratulations to Riley Hernandez and Serenity Sanchez on your naming your Lady Lopes of the game. For Russ Morris, You are
Russ Morris. I'm the other guy.
For Post Sports Radio and Jim Plummer, I'm Russ Morris. Hopefully we'll see y'all at church on Sunday.
Hey, I want Coach Zepeda is still watching, or he was. I said, Coach, I'm going to put you in my contact list if you don't mind. And so we'll be getting ready for basketball coming up shortly.
All righty. Well, that'll do it for us. Once again, your final, Abernathy takes the game 3-2. Hopefully we'll see y'all at church Sunday. And good night. God bless. Go Lady Lopes. And keep hope alive, everybody.
All broadcasts in all and any media form provided by PostSportsRadio.com are the sole property of Post Sports Enterprises with the permission of the Post Independent School District. Any retransmission of any of these broadcasts, whether partial or in its entirety, for commercial or personal use, without express written consent of the Post Sports Enterprises and Post ISD is strictly prohibited. Any violations of these broadcast rights will be strictly enforced and upheld as allowed by local, state, and federal statutes, ordinances, and laws. We hope you enjoyed this post-high school event exclusively on PostSportsRadio.com.